Hey, Coffee and Kale. Okay, so welcome. If this is your first time here, my name is Nicole. This is Coffee and Kale, and we are all about natural hair DIYs with a focus on length and retention. Today, we are going to try a new part of the hair journey. So this is the end of the week. I'll try to take it down and show y'all the mess I have going on. So tomorrow's wash day, and I am going to change just one thing in my hair routine to try to zhuzh up my hair growth, and that's going to be MSM. So I'm going to add the MSM powder to the melanin oil. I haven't enriched this oil. This is just the way it came off the shelf. I really like it. It smells phenomenal. And by the way, this bottle, this is such a curly girl thing. This top is perfect. It gets right towards the scalp. And this, I just got off the road. We were traveling. This covers it up nicely. It's so well done. The oil itself and the packaging. So if you haven't tried melanin, the oil, the hair care line, I definitely recommend it for those two reasons alone. Now I'm going to use this and I'm going to adulterate it, or I'm going to mix it up with my MSM powder and put it on my scalp only. So I'm not going to put it on my strands. I haven't added MSM to my routine to date for just that reason. I haven't trusted myself till now to not get this MSM enriched oil on my strands, which can be drying. But I think I'm mature enough in my hair process that I can trust myself to use this mixture on my scalp alone and use my oil pudding on my strands. And I will link the video to how I make my oil pudding. So let's join the fun here. I'm just going to take an eighth of, I hope you guys can see that, of MSM powder. Now this is, how many ounces is this? This is 8 ounces. So I've used a little bit of it, so it's probably like maybe 6 or so. And I'm gonna put an eighth of a teaspoon of MSM powder. And you've seen the little piece of this, or you will see the little piece of this that talks about the ingredients in this particular MSM that I'm using. You know, since this is going on my scalp, now the eighth of a teaspoon is really when you're ingesting it. I think I'm gonna do 2 of these. So 2 of these, so basically a fourth of a teaspoon to roughly 6 ounces of oil. And that is what we're going to use as a scalp treatment. All right, guys. So we are going to deep dive into MSM. You know, if you watched my previous video, it was a skincare video, and I only changed one thing, and it allowed me to understand what people mean when they say dig into the ingredients. So that's what we're going to do with this MSM change. This just one thing we're changing to the hair growth or the normal hair routine. So I'm adding MSM to an oil. We're doing that because MSM is rich in sulfur. Now, sulfur is the 3rd most abundant mineral in the body. So it's something your body naturally produces. Now, I am not going to ingest this MSM. I am only going to use it topically because I have also seen things that say MSM will lead to weight gain, and I'm not here for that. I ain't about that life.
Hydrated, or you will get headaches, you will get water retention and weight gain.
But I will apply it topically, and I found a research studies, which is where I pulled all this stuff from. I'll make sure I link it below, and I'll spare you the gory details. But they basically studied this stuff on mice, studied the MSM on hair growth on mice with an eye towards alopecia. Now, I don't have alopecia. I want to be very clear about that. I don't have any medical conditions related to my hair that I'm aware of. So this is all in an effort to just get general hair growth. But in using that, or in looking at that study, the MSM applied topically to these mice, and they had several different control groups added to the hair growth. And they looked at it in the 4 phases of the hair cycle: anagen, catagen, telogen. It'll show up here in a second. And then the final telogen and exogen phase. So the goal here is to extend my anagen phase by using MSM topically.
Okay guys, I'm gonna kill two birds with one stone. One, you can see kind of how the hair looks after a week. It's not so bad. Two, look, this was my mommy's measuring tape. You see how old school it is. So before we start the MSM oil on my scalp, we'll see where we are, where we begin. I got this little part right up to the scalp. And I have on a black shirt, probably not the best way to do this, but there's pretty much the end of my hair. We're pretty much right at 14 inches. So we're starting this right at 14 inches. And we'll see if the MSM helps the hair growth. That's the only thing I'm gonna change in the spirit of change one thing only. I know I've said that 50 times now. And that's where we're starting.
All right, guys, that's it. That's all for this week. I hope you enjoyed it. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Tell me how your hair journey is going. Are you seeing growth? Have you reached the stalling point? Are you in the anagen phase, or you feel like you're in one of the other phases? Let me know what you're thinking, and let me know how your journey's going. Again, thanks for hanging with us. Bye-bye.